What's up? Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. Man, if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. At least smash the like button. That don't cost anything. But man, I got some good news. Or I got some news. If you catch this on Friday, whenever I'm uploading it, this knife will be leaving my house today. It's currently in a bid war on eBay, and I'll be saying bye to it. It was one of the first knives that really like grab my attention, and well, I'll leave it up there for a little bit. Why not? It was the first knife I remember getting really excited about. But today, like me and Courtney will do a review or an unboxing or something of this knife, but this is just other news. But before we get into this, tonight, or I'm sorry, Saturday, April the 22nd, I think. Yeah, we will be going live. We will be celebrating our 500th subscriber. We'll be giving away these two knives. We're going to be giving away one more knife. I haven't decided what it is yet. It may be a Patreon thing. By the way, we got the Patreon thing. We got a $3 tier. It goes all the way up to $8, I believe. I think we got like six Patreons or patrons. So your chances are pretty good if you want to get in on that. Last time we gave away a Code Steel 4 Max Scout. It was fun times. Jimmy Slash showed up. It was really cool. All right, so I do want to introduce this. Like it's just kind of I was on eBay. I was browsing around for Chris Reeve's knives. I was wanting to see what like the cheapest one I could possibly find was, and just see if I could get it in my hands. And this thing popped up, man. It's a Chris Reeve, Bill Harsey design. It's a TAC Ops by TSSI Falcon, and I've got a little bit of the backstory. But man, there's lots of different lots of different information on blade forums and stuff about this knife, and I don't know what's true and what's not. So I'm gonna try to leave all that stuff out of the equation, or out of this video for the time being. We'll see if we can't straighten out some truths and some myths. But I picked this knife up for like $130 plus shipping. I want to say it was $137. It comes with 2 pocket clips. Currently, both of them are off. It's tip down only, but they got one pocket clip for each side. They come with all the tools, plus 2 sets of screws, for each pocket clip. Inside I'll put this here just in case you want to. It's kind of hard to read, regardless. Like even in person, it's like the font they used. But it kind of tells this is just the warranty information. This side of the card may be worth reading. You want to pause it. If you don't, I'll just tell you the story. We got Steve Falcon was a salesman for TAC Ops. TAC Ops, I believe, I said I was going to leave it out. It would appear that Chris Reeve is he's a South African knife maker, or when he was getting into the American market, it appears that Mr. Steve Falcon helped him be able to break into that. Steve Falcon passed away in 2004 or 2004. 2006 comes along, and TAC Ops wants to release a knife in Steve Falcon's honor, and they get who better to help design it than Chris Reeve and Bill Harsey. It's an aluminum frame. It's almost like an integral in a way. I mean, you see the body screws. I mean, either. You got 2 screws on this side, and the only thing that holds in is the lock. It's like a liner lock, but not really, because that's not a real liner. It's just it's a piece of metal that's just screwed into the frame here, and it's solid. It's solid as a rock. Like even when we unlock it, Like there's like no blade play, almost like it kind of reminds me of the Satu, like the way the Satu is constructed, where like you ain't wiggling that blade, like that's just not happening. Um, it's very 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 stout. It's in 13C 26 Sandvik steel. Got a nice thick blade stock. It's got a good weight to it. It's about 7.5 inches though. Like it's smaller than I care for. Maybe 7 and 3. Yeah, well, yeah, it's right at 7.5. A little bit longer than 7.5, not quite 7 3/4. I got the Tonto blade. From what I gather, it's mostly a Bill Harsey design. But from what I gather, this is around the time that Bill Harsey was learning how to make knives from Chris Reeve. So it's kind of like a piece of history in a way. Like just it wasn't the most expensive knife. At one time, you could get this knife for like $55. As a flash sale. Supposedly, like a lot of the proceeds from the knife went to Mr. Falcon's family. I don't know, like don't quote me on any of this stuff because there's a lot of information out there on the knife, and like I said, I don't know what's real, what's not. What I do know, it's a solid knife, man, and I'm extremely excited. It's a lot better than I expected. The knife is made by Fantoni in Italy. Fantoni, his mark is right here. Oh Lord, right beside the thumb stud, there's like a Christmas tree with Italy. Below it, that's the Fantoni mark. On this side, you got Tac Ops Falcon. This knife is very similar to another Fantoni knife that was also designed by Chris Reeve and Bill Harsey around the same time. It's a very similar knife, all the same materials. It's just the handle is different. Like the handle of that knife doesn't have any holes in it. They only made 144 of those knives. So, like, when you catch one of those knives in the same exact materials as this knife, it's like $1,100 or $1,200 ish. And that's just like current postings. So I'm not, like, who knows, when a knife is that rare, it's hard to put a price on it because it's going to be like, whatever somebody's willing to part with it and whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. So anyway, I'm excited to pick that up. Love the little case. It's I might mention that the nicer one or the more rare one, it just comes with a little cardboard box. But like this one come with some stuff, and I don't know, man. I'm excited. I think it's more Courtney's size. She may carry it. I'd like to find out what it's worth. Like try to find out some truth about the knife. It might be one like it's been carried before. For sure. Like you see some of the finish on the aluminum rubbed off. Definitely here where the lock is. Like fingernails rubbing up against the lock bar or the liner or whatever you want to call it. I did take the pocket clip off. I figured if I or Courtney were to carry it, this actually probably would be a pretty good lanyard type of knife. I want to send this knife off to a few different people. Like I told Satu Dave about it. I want him to check it out. I really want him to check it out because I don't understand how it's together. I'm assuming it's being held together by this lanyard toe and the pivot. The pivot is supposed to be a Chris Reeves pivot. Like got the tubular or what? No, what is the collared pivot or something like that. It's on brass washers, and they're pretty good size. But I don't know. Like I'm excited to have it, man. Because like I will get an Nkosi or probably an Nkosi Tonto is what I'm looking at, or a 31 or even a 21 Tonto large. But I like running into stuff like this. It's like I can get excited about stuff like this because like I can't find another one on the internet for sale. And like whenever I got it, I was like, I don't know if I'm overpaying for this thing or if I'm getting a good deal. I don't know anything about it because it's like just not a lot of information out there. So anyway, if you have any information you wanna drop in the comments, I'd be more than appreciative of whatever you can add, especially if it's true, not like hearsay type stuff. You want to watch that bidding war go down? It's on eBay. I'm kind of excited. I'm watching it go down myself, and I don't know where it's going to end. It ends in about 7 hours from now, so that's about 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Carried the. I don't have the knives that I carried this week, like my very little short week. I did carry the sawtooth for the first part of the week, but I carried the Chavez, and I can't remember what I had in my left pocket. Oh well, man. I guess that'll be it for now. Don't forget we're going live tomorrow, 8 p.m. And me and Courtney may do a deeper look into this one later on tonight and post that video. But just gonna introduce it, see what you guys think, see if you guys have any information, because I know a lot of you guys are smarter than me. Man, y'all take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the flip side.